Hey gang, and welcome back. These videos are brought to you by Card Conduit, the best place to sell your unused collection fast and easily. 401 Games, Canada's top shop for all your hobby and TCG needs. Dragon Shield, the strongest sleeves for your strongest decks. Moxfield, the easiest way to store and share your deck lists. And Foil Armor, flatten your foils fast. Mathieu wins the die roll and starts us off. He draws, playing an Underground River. Arja just plays a Plains. Kuzno's turn has him playing an island and paying 1 blue for Wizard's class. Max has got a Copperline Gorge and taps it for a green for Carpet of Flowers. He then moves to his second main phase and gets a green from the Carpet trigger, which he then uses to cast Elves of Deep Shadow and passes. Mathieu just draws and plays a Swamp. Arja's turn has him playing a Plains and paying 2 for Spirit of the Labyrinth to try and dampen some of the inevitable card draw. Kuz has got a Plains and casts Kwain. He ships it once his commander resolves. Max's turn has him playing Wooded Foothills and cracking it, losing 1 for an untapped Blood Crypt and loses 2 more. He's also made a red off the Carpet of Flowers, which he uses to help cast Elly, Brickmaster. Going to combat, he swings the Elves at Matt. This is Max also making a Cordyceps Infected, also swinging at Mathieu, and he takes the hit for 2. Mathieu's land for turn is an untapped Steam Vents, taking 2, which allows him to cast Veyran, and he passes after the Wizard resolves. Arja's got a Plains, and hits Kuzno with the Spirit of the Labyrinth. He takes the hit for 3, and Arja then casts the Sereima in his second main phase. This allows him to find Ambrosia Whiteheart, putting it to hand, and passing. Kuz draws, plays a Study as his land for turn, and pays 2 for an Arcane Signet. Max's turn has him drawing and making another red off the Carpet of Flowers in his main phase, and he plays a Swamp. He then casts Elly, Vengeful Hunter, and he swings the Cordyceps at Arja, with another one coming in and swinging at Arja as well. He then takes 2. Mathieu draws, plays an island, and brings out Firelord Azula. Arja's got a Plains and pays 1 for a Soul Ring. He then casts Ambrosia Whiteheart, floating a colorless from his Soul Ring, and as it comes in, bounces the Sereima. He then recasts it, and as it comes in again, goes to find Dejeru with eyes open with it. Arja then passes, and during the end step, Kuzno activates Kwain, so everyone but Arja gets to draw a card and gain a life. Kuzno draws, playing a Meticulous Archive, surveilling 1 and keeping it on top. He then plays out Teferi, who slows the sunset, and upticks the Walker to tap down Ambrosia and untaps his Archive and Arcane Signet. Kuzno then passes turn. Max makes 2 black mana with the Carpet of Flowers trigger in his main phase, and uses 1 of it for Soul Ring, and another one to help cast Elegy Acolyte. Going to combat, Max swings the Cordyceps Infected at Matt, and Elly at Kuzno, with an extra Infected coming at each opponent. Mathieu blocks both Infected, and Kuzno blocks his Infected. Elly then sacrifices the blocked ones to deal 2 to each opponent who blocked, and deals a total of 6 to himself. Everyone else then takes their damage. After combat, Max then casts Abby, and this time gets 4 Infected, and gives Abby to Arja. Max then goes to his end step, and makes a robot off the Elegy Acolyte, and passes. Mathieu draws, and swings Azula at Max, and Veyran at Arja. Mathieu gets to make an Infected tokens coming at each of them, and Arja blocks Veyran with Abby, and Max puts an Infected in front of Azula. Before damage, Mathieu casts Ancestor's Aid, and gets to copy it twice thanks to Azula and Veyran, and he puts 1 copy on Veyran, and the other 2 copies on the Infected coming at Arja. Mathieu then continues with 3 copies of Haste Magic on the same Infected, and exiles his top 3. Arja then takes the hit, and Max sacrifices the Infected to deal 2 to himself and Mathieu. In his post-combat main phase, Matt then plays a Mountain from Exile, and then casts Ashling Flame Dancer. He passes, and Kuzno activates Kwain on the end step, so everyone but Mathieu gets to draw a card. Arja's main phase is Elspeth, Sun's Champion, coming in, and he down-ticks her to destroy the large creatures. Before the trigger resolves though, Max sacrifices the Elegy Acolyte to Elly, dealing 2 to Kuzno and himself. Arja then passes turn. Kuz draws and likes Arja's plan, casting Supreme Verdict to wipe away the rest of the board, but Max sacrifices a creature to save Elly, and deals 2 damage to himself and Kuzno again. Kuz then plays an island for turn, and down-ticks Teferi, and passes. Max draws and makes 3 black mana from his Carpet of Flowers in his main phase, and then casts Namada. He continues by recasting Abby, and gives her to Mathieu. He then sends Elly at Teferi to take him out, and passes. Matt's land for turn is a Thundering Falls, and he surveils 1. He then swings Abby at Elspeth. She gets taken out, and Mathieu then recasts Firelord Azula. Arja's main phase has him casting Tashar, and he follows up by casting Anafenza once it's out, which allows him to return the Spirit of the Labyrinth from his graveyard back to the field. He then passes turn. Kuzno just draws, plays an idyllic beachfront, and passes. Max's land drop is an Opal Palace, and he casts Morbid Opportunist. He then swings an Infected at Kuzno for 1, and then sacrifices it after damage to Elly to deal another 2 to him, and draws a card from the Opportunist. Max then passes turn. Mathieu draws, and his main phase has him casting Nibelheim Flame, targeting Azula. This is Max sacrificing an Infected to Elly, and deals 2 to Kuzno. And then casts Tragic Slip, and targets Azula in response. This is Mathieu responding by paying 5 life to help cast Redirect Lightning, and sends it at Elly instead. The Nibelheim Flame then resolves, and Max makes 5 Saprolings from Namada. Going to combat, Mathieu then sends Azula at Arja. Before damage, he casts Demand Answers with his firebending mana. In response to this, Kuzno flashes in the Yonagi of Kyoshi Island, and gets to draw 2, as Mathieu draws 2 as well. Arja then takes 4 off of Azula. Matt's second main phase then has him playing an untapped Blood Crypt, losing 2 and passing. Arja's main phase has him casting Knight of the White Orchid, and goes to find a Plains. He then casts a Solemn Simulacrum, and goes to find another Plains, and passes. Kuz draws for turn, and in his main phase casts Howling Mine. He then plays Adakar Wastes, and swings the Unagi at Mathieu. Matt takes the hit, and Kuzno passes. Max's turn has him drawing 2 from the Howling Mine, which has Kuzno drawing 2 with his Unagi. Max then plays a Spymaster's Vault, and recasts Elly using the Opal Palace to get some counters. He then continues by recasting Abby, and gives her to Arja this time, and passes. Mathieu draws his 2, and Kuzno gets to draw 2 as well. Matt then goes to cast a Gogo Mysterious Mine, but Kuzno responds with a counterspell. Moving to combat, Mathieu then swings Azula at Kuzno. He uses his firebending mana to help cast Prismari Command, and picks the mode to loot and make a treasure. Before the original Prismari Command resolves though, Matt casts Snap, and copies it to bounce Abby and Elly, and then lets the original command resolve, drawing 2 and discarding 2, and making a treasure. Mathieu then continues with Fist of Flames, targeting Azula, and gets a copy of it as well, drawing and pumping her. And before the original resolves, Matt casts a Mystical Tutor, going to find Sazakap's Brew to put on top. The original Fist of Flame then resolves, and Mathieu then draws the Sazakap's Brew, and still before damage, casts the Brew on Azula, and gets to copy it, gifting a fish to Kuzno. The token comes in tapped, and with all the pumps and draws, Kuzno then takes lethal commander damage. Mathieu then moves to his second main phase, playing Shivan Reef, and passing. Arja draws and casts Urza Silex. He then activates the Silex to wipe the board. He then plays a Zalfrin Void, and scries 1, passing after that. Max has got a mountain, and recasts Elly using the Opal Palace so she comes in with counters. And then plays Abby, and once more gives her to Arja. Matt draws and plays a Dragonskull Summit. He pays 2 for a Demonic Tutor. He then casts the card he finds with a giggling skitter spike and passes. Arja's main phase has him cast an Inspiring Overseer, drawing a card as it comes in, and then plays a Plains for turn. He casts an Idol of Oblivion, and then an Archon of Emeria. He ships it after that. Max draws and plays a Bojuka Bog, exiling Mathieu's graveyard as it comes in tapped. He then casts March of the World Ooze, and then swings it at Matt. Matt's only able to block one of them, and takes the total of 18. With a Skitter Spike blocking, it deals 1 to each of Mathieu's opponents, and Max passes turn. Mathieu just draws, plays a Swamp, and passes. Arja draws, playing out a Sword of Hearth and Home for turn, and then equips it onto the Inspiring Overseer. Arja then goes to combat, and before declaring attackers, Mathieu monstresses the Skitter Spike and convinces Arja to go elsewhere. Arja agrees, sending the Overseer at Max. Max takes the hit for 4, and Arja gets the sword trigger, going to find a Plains, and flickering the Overseer. As the Overseer comes back, he draws, and he then equips the Overseer with a sword again, and passes. Max draws, playing out a Colony Garden and making a plant token as it comes in. He then swings out at Arja, and Arja casts Get Lost and targets the March of the World Ooze. This is Max making an elephant token from the enchantment, and responds with an Heroic Intervention. This saves the March of the World Ooze, and Arja then moves to blocks, blocking Elly with Abby, and an Infected with his Overseer, but still takes 12 total. After that, Max then sacrifices his 3 Infected to Abby to take Arja out, and he follows up by casting Jeska, Thrice Reborn. He then downticks her for 5 to try and take Mathieu out. Matt responds with Soul's Fire, and targets the Skitter Spike, which triggers itself. This will essentially have it dealing the same damage twice, and Max responds by cycling a Ziator's Proving Ground to try and find an answer. He can't, unfortunately, and gets taken out on his own turn. Game review time. Thanks to Max for building yet another PlayStation deck. Abby and Elly were interesting. I liked the Cordyceps Infected, they're kinda cool, and the way that he was getting them and giving them was pretty sweet. Other than that, Firelord Azula is once again proving to be a very strong deck, not to mention Giggling Skitter Spite. It's probably the card of the game since it does so much as soon as it becomes monstrous or bigger. It's awesome. I love that card so much. If you haven't played with it, definitely do yourself a favor and try and get a copy. This video wouldn't be possible without the help from my sponsors, but it definitely wouldn't be possible without the help from you, the viewers, and my patrons. So I just want to say thank you for watching, and to remember, friends are just opponents you haven't eliminated yet.